Hello everybody and welcome to Mobility. So for today's workout, do need a bit of equipment. Just need a belt of some kind. So I use a yoga belt. I just find it's quite good for the stuff we're going to do when you can do a little bit of stretching under the foot. Mainly because it doesn't stretch. You can use things like resistance bands as well, they work well, but they do stretch. So sometimes rather than getting a stretch in the muscle, you find the band just stretches. So personally, I'd recommend just using something like a normal belt, so like a belt that you put around your trousers, or like a belt for dressing gown, a robe, that kind of thing. Yeah, and that's it. So today we're going for more of a flexibility kind of routine. So, did I explain it last week or the week before? I can't remember. So we'll look at the difference between flexibility and mobility. Flexibility is associated with muscles. So hamstrings, quads, calves, pecs, shoulders, all that kind of stuff. Mobility is around the joint. So both terms kind of get thrown around with the same thing, which to be honest, it doesn't really matter, but just in case you're ever wondering, mobility is around the joints, flexibility is the muscle. At the same time, you probably can't have one without the other. If you've got inflexible muscles, you're not going to be able to improve mobility around the joints because the muscle's going to be holding it stiff. If you've got bad mobility around the joints, you're not going to be able to move the joint to be able to stretch the muscle. Yeah. Anyway, more flexibility today. So all you need is a band, and we are going to start with the band to the side, lying down. And what I would like you to do, lay on your back, grab your knees and just pull them in towards your stomach. As you do that, just let the lower back lift off the floor a little bit. As you squeeze them in, just get a little bit more squeeze to the glutes. I've just about 15 minutes ago recorded yesterday's core workout. It was really hard. Nice guys. Now what I want you to do is grab the knees and just let them pull apart a little bit so you feel the stretch through that inner groin. I'm hoping no one walks in right now. Interesting position. Nice, bring it back to centre. Place your left ankle on your right knee, grab the back of your right thigh and squeeze it in to get a stretch through your right glute. Just going to hold it there. Nice. From there, drop the left foot down to the floor on the right hand side, keeping the shoulder blades flat on the floor. Bring it back to centre, release, grab the left knee, pull it in towards your stomach. Similar to what we did to start off with, but just on the one leg. And then extend that left leg, pull it in towards you, grabbing behind the thigh so you feel a stretch higher up on that left hamstring. So just right underneath the bum cheek, just below it, that's where you want to feel it. Just notice I've got a hole in the top of my sock. You like, that's weird, you don't often get holes in the top of your sock. Do you like? Usually it's underneath or on the heel. Not when you've got a puppy, it isn't. I say puppy, it was like 14 months old now. Nice guys. Release. This time, do the opposite side. So we're going to pop the right ankle on top of the left knee, grab the back of the left leg, pull it in towards you. I think a sock is probably his most favourite thing in the world. You can buy all the toys and treats you want, can't you? But a nice sock, can't beat it. Nice. And then dropping that right foot over onto the floor on the left hand side. Keeping shoulder blades flat on the floor. I'm just going to hold it there for a few seconds. Bring it back to centre. Just release the leg. Pull the right leg in towards your stomach, like we did with that first exercise. Holding it in there. Nice. Now just grab the back of the thigh. Pull it in so you feel that stretch at the top of your hamstring, just below your glutes, your bum cheek. release it there, guys. Okay, next up, we just need that band. So we're just going to go a little bit lower down on the hamstring. So pop the band underneath the right foot, put the left leg flat on the floor, and if you position the band or the strap so it's just behind the ball of your foot, so not near the heel, because you want to be able to just pull the toes towards you a little bit. Squeeze, keep the leg straight, squeeze it towards you, and then pull the toes in a little bit as well. So you should feel that lower down on the hamstring, and also in the calf, in the lower leg as well, from that squeeze of the toes. Nice. Just try and squeeze it in a little bit further. So something I often describe is find that comfortably uncomfortable position. You can really feel the stretch, you can feel it improving. A lot of people will often go into a stretch, but just take it a little bit too far away in the comfortable position. Nice. Release there. Put the left foot in the strap, right leg flat on the floor. Keeping the left leg straight, squeeze it in towards you, and then just pull the toes in towards you ever so slightly. So we're going to do a couple each side, guys. So just release, pop the right foot back in, left leg flat on the floor, squeeze the toes towards you, and pull it in. Swapping over one more time. So leg straight on the floor, squeeze it in towards you. Remember, comfortably uncomfortable, just try and get a little bit further. Just about 10 more seconds. Release it there. Nice, guys. Now if you just come up, turn over onto your front. I just like you to set yourself up on your hands and on your toes. Now from there, I just want you to push backwards and squeeze the heels towards the floor. So we're looking to stretch in the calves, in the lower leg, around the back. So that's squeezing the heels towards the floor. That should be what gets a stretch. And then just pushing back with the arms. Just try and make sure you're stretching down there. Just hold them for about 10 more seconds. Nice, just release it, drop the knees to the floor. So guys, if you just sit back on your heels, reach forward into child's pose. I have just realised I didn't start my tracker. It feels like it's wasted, doesn't it, when you don't track it? Yeah, well, I'll get another 5 minutes of it at least. So just creeping the arms forwards, going to that child's pose. So having the knees apart just means that you can drop the body between the knees. It makes it a little easier to stretch. Just hold in about 10 more seconds. Nice, bring it up. Now if you pop back onto your hands and toes, sit yourself up in that same position, and this time I'm going to cycle the legs. So I just want you to push one heel down towards the floor, and just alternate the legs, just slow and smooth. So left leg, right leg, left leg, right leg. Keep it going. Nice, good, 2 more. Nice, guys, press it there. Drop down to the floor, knees apart, sit back into child's pose. Reaching forward down your mat. Just creep them fingers forwards. And just try and reach a little further. Just hold there for 10 seconds. Nice, nice. Bring it up. Hold it there. Grab yourself a drink if you would like it. Then we're going to move on to upper body as well. So for your upper body, I'm just going to start with the spine. So what I'd like you to do is sit yourself up on your hands and on your knees. So the shoulders are over the top of the wrists and the hips are over the top of the knees. From there, just tuck the chin and arch the back towards the ceiling. And then drop the chest and lift the chin looking forwards in front of you. So we're looking to roll the spine to each extreme as much as we can. Just slowly rolling through each way, just taking a few seconds to transition. Let's just go for a couple more. And just bring it back to neutral. Up to there. Take a rest. Right guys, we're going to stay in a similar position. We're just going to do a little rotation through the spine. So we're doing the curving of the spine. We just want to try and rotate as well now. So set yourself up in that same position. Bring your fingertips to your temples on the right hand side, and we'll just rotate to bring the arm up, and then bring the elbow to meet the other elbow. So rotate to look to the front, elbow to elbow. Just going to go for 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. And swapping over sides. Left hand, left temple. Other way. 1, 2. So going all the way through. 3, 4, 5. And the last one. 6. Hold there. Nice guys, just turn it over onto your back for me. Last little bit. Place the feet flat on the floor, and then the elbows on the floor with the fingers pointing towards the ceiling. From there, drop the hands over, so the back of the hands come close to or touch the floor. You might find you need to tweak your position, you might need to slide up a little bit, slide down. So looking for stretch through the chest and the front of the shoulders. Just hold it. Might feel tighter on one side than the other. Weirdly for me, I can feel on my right hand side, which one on the left. Usually my left hand side is my tight side, but not that I'm bragging or anything, but kind of been working on it. Turn over, fingertips point to the ceiling. Bring it back, just do 2 more. Just hold for 10 seconds. Just keeping it there. Fingertips to ceiling. And 1 more. Rotate over. Remember, you might need to adjust the position. If you're particularly flexible around the chest and shoulders, you might not be able to feel this too much. But generally, if you do a lot of office work, if you sat at a desk all day, you're probably quite tight around the chest, because generally, if you sat at a desk, you find yourself hunched over a lot of the time. Bring it back to centre, and hold it there, guys. Fab. We are done. And 15 minutes on the dot. Perfect. That is it for mobility. So next week we are back in Monday morning as normal. That's it really, guys. Have a lovely weekend, and I will see you Monday. I feel like something else I should have said, but no, mind gone blank. Probably not. Anyway, have a nice weekend, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.